Welcome to our weekly news summary covering June 15th to 21st, 2025. This week in India saw a mix of triumphs and tragedies. We'll cover major accidents, political decisions, cultural celebrations, economic updates, and more. From sorrowful incidents to moments of national pride, we'll break down the headlines. First, we'll look at the week's tragic accidents. Then we'll move to politics, where key decisions shaped our future. We'll highlight vibrant festivals and spiritual gatherings. Economic news, weather, and environmental updates are also on the agenda. Our goal to give you a clear, concise picture of the week's most important events. Staying informed helps us understand our country's challenges and achievements. Let's begin our journey through the week's news. We hope this summary is useful and easy to follow. India is always changing. Let's see how the past week shaped our nation. Thank you for joining us. This week, India faced several tragic accidents. On June 15th, the 30-year-old iron-span Kundmala Indrayani pedestrian bridge near Talegaon, Pune, collapsed, resulting in 4 deaths and over 50 injuries. Rescue operations are ongoing, sparking anger and grief. Authorities have launched an investigation into possible construction flaws. In Uttarakhand, a helicopter carrying pilgrims crashed in bad weather, claiming all lives on board. The government has ordered a full inquiry to prevent future tragedies. In a devastating incident this week, an Air India Boeing 787 crashed during its international flight. The crash resulted in the tragic loss of all 279 people on board. Authorities are investigating the cause, while families and the nation mourn this immense tragedy. As a nation, we mourn these losses together. We must learn from these tragedies and strengthen safety measures. Improving infrastructure and travel safety is essential for India's progress. Our thoughts are with the affected families. Let's work towards a safer future for all. These events cast a shadow over the week, but also remind us of the value of vigilance. We move forward, determined to do better. On June 21st, Home Minister Amit Shah announced a historic decision. India will permanently withdraw from the 1960 Indus Waters Treaty with Pakistan. The announcement was made in Parliament, marking a major shift in India's water policy. Effective immediately, India will halt the flow of Indus River water to Pakistan. Plans are underway to divert this water for domestic use in Rajasthan, addressing local needs. The move is expected to impact Indo-Pak relations and regional water security. This marks a significant moment in India's foreign and domestic policy. On June 20th, Prime Minister Narendra Modi virtually launched infrastructure projects worth over Rs 900 crore in Siwan, Bihar. These include the new Vande Bharat Express on the Patliputra-Gorakhpur line and 6 sewage treatment plants under the Namami Gange program. On June 17th, India and Canada agreed to fully restore diplomatic relations after a standoff following the 2023 Nijar killing controversy. In a major development, the Kailash Manasarovar pilgrimage resumed via Sikkim on June 21, 2025. Around 40 Indian pilgrims crossed into Tibet for the first time in 5 years, marking a significant moment for India-China relations. The pilgrimage's resumption is seen as a diplomatic breakthrough, fostering people-to-people ties between the two nations. June 21st also marked International Yoga Day 2025, celebrated nationwide with a focus on wellness. Major week-long events were held at Kanpur's Green Park, drawing thousands of participants. In Delhi, metro services started at 4 a.m. to support early morning yoga commuters. On June 20th, Team India began their 5-test cricket series in England as part of the ICC World Test Championship. The series opener saw intense competition, with fans eagerly following every ball. Meanwhile, India's inaugural Rugby Premier League kicked off on June 15th, running through June 29th. The league features 6 city franchises and international players, aiming to popularize rugby across the nation. These events highlight India's growing engagement with global culture, wellness, and sports. This week, India's economy saw 3 major developments. On June 6th, the Monetary Policy Committee cut the key policy rate by 50 basis points to boost growth, citing benign inflation. On June 21st, the Reserve Bank of India issued new project finance guidelines, lowering provisioning for under-construction project loans to 1.25% from a draft of 5%. Also on June 21st, NTPC's board approved a plan to raise up to Rs 18,000 crore through bonds, pending postal ballot approval. These policy moves aim to support growth, ease project funding, and strengthen India's financial markets. On June 21st, Delhi was greeted by sudden rain showers, bringing much-needed relief from the relentless summer heat. Commuters rushed for cover as city streets quickly filled with water, and people opened umbrellas to shield themselves from the downpour. The India Meteorological Department issued a yellow alert, warning residents to stay cautious as more showers were expected throughout the day. The rain brought a welcome break from the heat wave, lowering temperatures and offering a brief respite for Delhi's residents. Meanwhile, in Nagpur, a major cultural event marked a historic milestone for the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. On June 21st, the RSS launched a Marathi theatrical production titled Sang Ganga Ke Teen Bhagirath to celebrate its 100th anniversary. The play, performed in Nagpur, highlighted the organization's journey and values, drawing a large and enthusiastic audience. The centenary celebration was a significant moment for the RSS, reflecting on a century of social and cultural influence in India. In other news, India's progress in the energy sector was recognized on the global stage. On June 21st, the World Economic Forum ranked India 71st on its 2025 Energy Transition Index, reflecting strong improvements in system performance and readiness. The report highlighted India's advances in renewable energy, increased investment in clean technologies, and growing readiness for a sustainable future. As India continues to climb the global rankings, the nation's commitment to energy transition and sustainability remains in focus. These stories from across the country reflect India's resilience, cultural vibrancy, and progress toward a greener tomorrow. As we wrap up, this week reflected India's contrasts: tragedy, progress, and celebration. We mourned losses in Bihar and Uttarakhand, reminding us of the need for safety. Major political and economic decisions, like the EU trade treaty and new investments, signal a confident India. Cultural events from the Amarnath Yatra to Yoga Day showcased our unity and heritage. Sports victories and new leagues inspired national pride. Environmental efforts, including the new Tiger Reserve and anti-plastic campaign, show growing awareness. The arrival of the monsoon brought relief and hope. Each story this week shapes our nation's journey. Thank you for joining us for this week's news recap. We aim to keep you informed and empowered. From politics to sports, tragedy to triumph, India's story continues. Stay tuned for more updates next week. Wishing you a safe and peaceful week ahead. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates.